Welcome friends, Retro Commodore, Space Magic. This is Pirates Gold for the Sega Genesis. One of my favorite games of all time is Pirates on the Commodore 64, and I was going to do a video of that, but there's a lot of extra load time, a lot of loading in that game, so I thought we'd take a look at Pirates Gold for the Sega Genesis. It's an updated version of it, but it's very similar without all the loading time, so that's what we're going to take a look at. I was thinking about how I need to clean the cat litter box later, which got me thinking about buried treasure, so Pirates Gold. Start a new career. For anyone that hasn't seen this game before, Pirates, the entire Pirates series, is sort of an action-adventure series. So we'll just take a little look. We'll just keep these default options here, except we'll change the name to go retro. What? Okay. Retro. So apprentice is fine. I always have done skill at gunnery. Whichever skill you choose gives your character a little bit of a bonus or a boost in that area. So we're going to do a skill at gunnery, which comes in handy when you're doing ship-to-ship combat. The 10 Great Pirate Quests. Young and poor, you hit aboard a ship heading to the Spanish Main. The ship is attacked by pirates and you engage the pirate captain in battle. Now the beginning storyline is slightly different in the Commodore 64 version and the Sega Genesis Pirates Gold version, partially because in the Commodore version it also sort of involves the copy protection scheme that they were using for that. On guard! On guard! Pokey, pokey. Pokey. More pokey. Pokey. Pokey, pokey. We can do a little block. And a little block. Which button? Come on with the pokies. I was doing the pokies. There we go. There's the pokies. Pokey. 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 Now one of these buttons should do a lunge and one should do a swing. So the C button does the block, the B button does the swing, and the A button does the pokey lunge. Do the pokey lunge. Of course, the pokey lunge does less damage, but it's a lot faster. The swing does more damage, but it's slower, and you have a greater chance of getting hit while you're doing it. Pokey. Now the sword combat, I believe, is easier in the Commodore 64 version of Pirates than this version, but that's okay. We're just going to keep on doing a swingy, pokey, whatever. Pokey, 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 pokey. There we go. You are victorious! The Buccaneers elect you captain on the spot. You go to port to recruit new men. So here you are in town. Whenever you enter a new town, one of the first things you want to do is visit the governor of the town, providing it's a friendly town. My dear Mr. Retro, we are at war with the Spanish and the Dutch. I charge you to seek out and destroy our enemies' ships and towns. And then if you go to the tavern, you can recruit more people for your ship. The tavern keeper listens with interest as you describe your promising plans. Look, it's that promising sea dog, Mr. Retro. A rowdy group of 24 men asks to join your crew. Yep. And you can find other things in the tavern too, like here this person wants to sell us a treasure map, but we'll say no thanks to this one. And then here is where you can buy and sell things you've picked up in your adventures at the merchant. But we'll continue our adventures. Quick rundown of the controls. Oh, The lookout reports a sail on the horizon. We're in English waters, the master reminds you. Let's investigate. It's a merchantman. Investigate. English colors. We can hail for news because we're allies. So you can see there all the latest everything. England is at war with Spain. There's some pirate activity in a variety of places. Holland is at war with England. And some other news items. So if we see any Spanish or Dutch ships, particularly right now, because we're flying under the English flag, that's something to keep in mind. Anyhow, so the A button brings up sort of the area map so you can see the towns around you and what nationality they are or what allegiance they have. Like here's Port Royal, it's English. Puerto Príncipe. I believe that's Spanish. Santiago is Spanish. Tortuga, that should be French. And so on. The B button raises and lowers your sails so you can go slower with more control or go faster. And the C button brings up this menu with other things like cruise status and such. So let's just sail over here to get a little look at ship combat. Find a ship that maybe isn't as friendly as a ship we're allied with. French waters. A cargo flute. It's Dutch. So right now, England is at war with Dutch in the game. So we will close for battle and capture the ship. Now we're the little ship, by the way. And we're using battle sails right now. So we'll raise our sails to full. And we get to do more sword fighting. The long sword is sort of a balance. Cutlass is slower but does more damage, so we'll go with the long sword. Just sort of the balance. And let's hope that we can prevail. Let's see, we have 59 men to their 5 men, if you look at the bottom of the screen, so it should be pretty easy for us to win this contest. Just like that. Captain, we've captured a 6-gun cargo flute of 80 tons. We have space for 25 tons in the hold. Shall we keep her? Yes, we're going to, because even though that divides our crew between the 2 ships, we can always go back to port and sell the ship if we want to for extra gold. 2,040 gold pieces plundered. Oh my. So we'll take all the cannon, all the food. They don't have any sugar or goods. And now because it's a big ship, it's become our main ship. And you can see in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, the crew's morale is also much improved. Now let's go back to Port Royal. Okay, English ship. Just to report back to the governor that we captured a Dutch ship, and perhaps he'll reward us. Normally you have to do quite a bit more to get rewarded by whichever faction you're sailing for, but because this is early in the game, maybe we'll get rewarded. My dear Mr. Retro, the same thing as before. In recognition of your service to the English crown, I confer upon you the title of ensign. I have news of your long-lost sister, the governor says. The evil Spaniard Major de Loyola knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of Puerto Bello. And so that is an adventure line or a quest line you can go on if you want to. And then we'll go sell this ship we just acquired. Would you care to sell any ships? Yes, let's just sell that one. We're not going to sell any cannon. Well, that's just a little look at Pirates Gold. There's a lot more to the game. This is a game that you can spend a lot of time playing, but a lot of it is also sort of sort of similar. So you're kind of doing similar things, but it's still a really fun game. And the Pirates line of games in general is one of my favorite lines of games. Anyhow, so I hope you've enjoyed watching. Remember to subscribe to be notified of whenever I post a new video. Liking is a wonderful thing to do. And tune in again next time for more retro fun.